Okay, I think what they're talking about is, like, sometimes with the artificial intelligence, it'll kind of fix it itself. So the unresolved, this is an unresolved. They haven't resolved it yet. So you have to do it. You know, which one do you want? Well, it's number 1. No big deal. You push number 1, puts it in there, done. Okay? So sometimes it'll fix it, sometimes it won't. With the artificial intelligence.
The artificial intelligence is the one that, if it does fix it for you, it comes out purple, right? The lettering.
Well, we're going to go through colors, and you know, it may come out different. Not everything's the same, and you can change it to whatever color you want.
But I'm wondering,
in mine, it's green whenever it makes a conflict decision for you.
okay, mine is pink. But I mean, would that be an example of a conflict? When
Like
it doesn't,
for-
like, when he's saying it doesn't for you.
For me, just because my fingers don't always hit it, I add in a conflict or try and be conflict free, but a bit and bivy, if I miss the asterisk key, it will come out as bit, but my VIT with the asterisk is bivy, but it would keep mistranslating sometimes, so I made it a conflict, and it can usually, now that I've written enough, it can tell by the context and it will normally write it correctly, but I'll do the conflict just to make sure in the document that it made the right choice before I go ahead and print the test.
Yeah. And we'll go through, I mean, there's a lesson in here that's going to show you how to do conflicts, how to set it up or whatever, because if you set it up wrong, you set it up wrong, and it's not going to work, okay? Okay, any questions about that? So you can go through and fix them, you know, a trouble scan, untranslate, conflicts, fill in the blanks, and those are the speed keys for them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Yes.
So it's going to be like in different colors. So I just did T to go to a trouble spot. And this is it. So it'll have it in a different color. Okay? Or E takes you to the fill in the blank field. To fill in the field. Okay?
Oh, okay, I guess it is. Like you said it would.
What?
It does it for you.
Yeah.
Conflict, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But an unresolved is like you were saying the one.
Yeah,
that's
it just leaves it.
your.
To where you have to go through and figure it out. Okay? Got it? All right. Okay, there's a way where you can mark a spot. So say you want to go back in the document or whatever, but you wanted to remember the spot. It's Shift X in hyperkeys. Shift X, which is capital X, marks a spot. So do it. All right? And then you want to do a reverse translate. So it'll take you back to an untranslate. So if you want to do like a reverse untranslate, nope, okay, we just did it. So we marked a spot. Now you do Shift V, takes you back. Okay? So this may take you to the top of the document right there. So try it. Put it anywhere.
You're saying Shift X, right? Because mine doesn't do anything when I hit Shift.
In hyperkeys.
Oh. No, I am.
Go to the end of the document.
All the way.
No. Right there is good. So put it on once. You're in hyperkeys. This big. You Shift X. Okay. Now do R is reverse, and then do U for untranslated. Takes you back to the last untranslated. Okay. Now you want to go back to the spot you were at. Now it's Shift V. V. Takes you back. So it marked that spot. Okay. Slick.
Wait,
Good
the-
work.
The marked spot, Nick, I don't know what you're saying about translating.
Well, put it down here on states. And you Shift X. That's all right, just put it on states. Okay, and now do R for reverse, and then U for untranslated. So now you want to fix that spot, so you fixed it, whatever. Now you want to go back, so now you do Shift V.
Reverse.
And it takes you back to the spot where you marked it.
So what was the untranslated R and T?
R is reverse. And then you can do T for U for untranslated. What was T? T was
Trouble spot.
trouble spot. So if you want to go back to the trouble spot.
Oh, and.
And then you shift
Join the
V.
battle again. Playing Halo.
That takes you back to the last spot. you checked.
Okay.
Okay. Pretty cool. What'd you do? Hmm?
This is why I had Windows 10 and I took it back to the store and made them change it back.
What?
Because I don't like
That's correct.
it randomly switches you to different things. No, I just want the normal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys. So what I did was, you can get in somewhere in the other document where it's talking about something else. Right here. And we want to stay right here on strokes. Okay? Shift. You're in hyperkeys. Big. Pressed in. Hyper. So you're in hyperkeys. Shift X marks that spot. Okay? So now you want to do a reverse, which is R. That's reverse. And you want to go to the next trouble spot. Say you want to find a reverse trouble spot. Or, so you do T. I don't know why it does that. And let's just say it took us to that spot. Okay? I don't know why it's doing that right there, but whatever. So now Shift V will take me back to the place where I marked. And that's where I marked it on strokes. So the Shift X marks it. X marks a spot. Make sense? X marks a spot, and then Shift V brings you back. I don't know why the V.
Really?
I was trying to come up
It'll
with some
bring
acronym.
you.
I was like,
It brings you right back. All right. I don't know why the V, but Shift V takes you back. All right.
it said they only have so many letters to work with.
Yeah. So think of ring. Mm. You know what? I think that's probably good for today, guys. We've covered a lot of stuff today. Mess
W.
with this stuff.
I got one
W. W is endings, guys. I, K, J, L. D for delete. W for endings. How do you get into hyperkeys? How do you do oops? Guys, those are the most important ones you'll have. Use those. Use those when you're editing. Okay? Any questions about the stuff we covered? No?
I'm happy I had my major question
All right.
answered.